Hello. My name is Jing, and I am here to tell you about male yeast infection treatment and overview. Male yeast infection can cause a lot of problems, especially if it affects the penis. So whenever you get a yeast infection, you need to look for the male yeast infection treatment. You do not need to feel low, because there are a number of remedies which can help in getting rid of the male yeast infection. You also need not worry, because you are not the only man who is suffering from this infection. There can be many reasons behind the infection in males. It can be due to alcohol, antibiotics, wheat products, peanuts, sexual intercourse, barley, beer, weak immune system, as well as corn products. When the yeast infection grows, the good bacteria is replaced by the bad ones. This is why there is an increase in the yeast. You do not know that a lot of food products that you eat are actually contaminated. These foods also get ruined with the molds. So before you eat any food, you have to be careful. But this is not possible every time. Sometimes we eat these contaminated foods unnoticed. These foods contain the molds as well as the fungus. The molds actually have very bad effect on our body. Other than this, some people take a lot of antibiotics. You might visit a doctor for normal cough, cold and fever. The doctor usually prescribes antibiotics. In this case, you will be relieved from the cough and cold due to the antibiotic, but they can give rise to yeast infection. If you find the symptoms of the infection, then the first thing you need to do is consult a doctor. Male infection treatment can be also treated at home. But before that, you need to make sure whether you're having an infection or not. Sometimes the symptoms of infections might coincide with other diseases. The doctor will perform some tests to confirm whether it is yeast infection. When you experience the symptoms for the first time, it is better to consult a doctor. The doctor can offer some medicines which can offer instant relief to itching and burning sensation. But the first thing you need to do is keep the affected area as much hygienic as possible. Male infection treatment is possible by keeping the area clean. Wash the area as frequently as possible. After this, you also need to dry the area nicely so that no water is left in it. Remember that the yeast infection grows more in a moist and warm environment. You also need to frequently change the undergarments that you wear daily. Make sure that you wash your clothes nicely. These hygienic practices will help you to prevent as well as cure the yeast infection. Some products can offer great male infection treatment, so you can do a little research about those products.